The host and producer of Why Would You Eat That? Michael Truly and one of his faithful tasters, Georgia McKay. Welcome to What's Trending. So why would you eat those things?
Well, that's a really interesting question, and that's one of the fun things that we found about the show. And Georgia's still not sure why she eats it.
No.
Just to get dates, you know, guys are into that.
Hey, it's working.
They're like, hey, sexy lady, you're dangerous.
Oh my God.
I remember the first food that we put in your face, and you're like,
Of many.
yeah, I'll try that. And then that was it. We put you in everything from that point on.
You're a rebel. You like dares and everything.
I mean, the internet seemed to approve, so.
So as long as the internet's okay, I'm down. I'll do anything. How did you guys get into this? Like, how did you find out that you love eating weird stuff?
I'm not so much into the eating the weird stuff as why other countries eat what they do.
Yeah.
And then Georgia just kind of fell into it.
I just went with the flow, you know. Weird food in front of me, I'll put it in my mouth.
What's the most exotic, craziest thing you both have eaten?
I think the weirdest thing I ate was the live octopus, because
I heard that's also dangerous.
Yeah, it's still wriggling. It has suction cups. I mean, it's like the thrill of, you know, you could die if you're eating
When we went,
so.
we watched the guy pull it out of the tank and disappear for like 30 seconds into the back and just come back with it, and it's just like moving across
all
the table.
just like,
How do you keep yourself from not puking?
you know, for the most part, I would say a lot of the stuff we eat doesn't actually taste bad. It's just the idea of it.
It's the idea of it. It gets
Right.
into your, like when I did this with Food for Louie and I had a cricket, which is very simple. It was like my step into that world. But it was more the idea that it was a cricket and it
was
got
alive?
into my head. Yeah, it was alive.
So you understand.
And I've been there, okay? But I started to gag. My gag reflex came into play.
Yeah, if
Which
you
does
don't
not
think about
happen a lot. I swear. Let's go to the fan chat right now, Ross.
It doesn't happen a lot, Shira. It
doesn't.
No, so what's your secret for powering down a food that's really unappetizing?
Like, how do you do it? What are the tips?
So I think that the food that I really didn't enjoy eating that actually tasted bad, ironically, was sea urchin, uni.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a very common food
yeah.
that's in sushi restaurants everywhere.
But it's the gonads of the urchin.
Exactly.
Oh, ruin
and
that for me.
it was a very large bite, as sushi sometimes is. So it was this like pile of uni on top of a seaweed and rice and stuff. And
Yeah.
so I put it in my mouth, and I really didn't want to eat it. And there was so much in my mouth that I couldn't chew it. So I just had to keep it in there. And so eventually I just spit it out. I couldn't do it.
But so what are the tips to then swallowing the stuff that you know you can't swallow?
There's only been one thing that I couldn't swallow, and that was hakarl. And that was this fermented shark that they have in Iceland. And it's hands down the worst thing that we've brought in, because they press all the poison out in rocks and just leave it to sit. And it's just like small white cubes, and that's the only thing that's made me throw up so far.
I wasn't even eating anything for the show at that point, and I just smelled it in the office and wanted to go
We brought
home.
it into the office and opened it.
So hopefully, I think this helps when I'm eating something that I want to eat. I just plug my nose so I don't taste it. So I just swallow it, right? That works.
Just take yourself to your happy place.
Go to think of rainbows and unicorns. What's going on in the chat room, Ross?
All right, another one. Someone wants to know, in your expert opinions, which part of the world has the nastiest tasting delicacies?
Asia.
We do love Asian people here, though, on What's Trending.
I'm just saying.
Don't generalize,
Every
Georgia.
really gross thing that we've had has come from some Asian country.
Stinky tofu was,
Stinky tofu. What makes tofu stinky?
well, they ferment it, and like the best stinky
it's like
tofu.
cheese almost, yeah.
Yeah, has sat, and they've fermented it in the same stuff over and over for months. And so when you get near a restaurant that serves good stinky tofu, within like 100 yards of it, you know.
I love how would you order that? Like, yo, give me that stinky tofu. It's awesome, I swear. What would you consider exotic coming from America? Like, do we have exotic foods?
One that we've done recently is cheese, which seems really common to us. But if you look at other parts of the world, like Asian cultures especially don't eat as much cheese as we do. So it's sort of weird to them in that way.
That's why they also are all they're sometimes thin. America has an issue. You know, I hear cheese is bad. You know, you could gain weight from a lot of cheese. I don't even know where this is going. All right, well, you brought a surprise for us today, haven't you?
We did.
for Ross and I, and for all of you watching.
And actually for Georgia too, because Georgia didn't.
Okay, we're not going to give it away yet, but let's head on over to our party table. Let's go, folks. Hey. So, I love the presentation. It's very simple, but behind this, let's reveal what it is.
You ready?
Are you ready, everyone? Okay, go. Oh my, no. These are
Mopane worms.
Mopane. That's why it's supposed to be exotic, so
Mopane.
Mopane. And where are these from?
Those are from South Africa, and they're actually a caterpillar.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say these don't look like worms. But caterpillars are so pretty.
Yeah.
And these are normally black, or these have been cooked?
No, they're super colorful, and what they do is when they pick them from the trees, they have to be hand-picked. They squeeze out the guts, and then they just leave them in the sun to dry. And so these are dried, and they've been salted.
These are gut-free, salted caterpillars.
They're going to be real dry, I'll warn you.
They're going to be really dry. Okay, and do these could become butterflies, though?
Not anymore.
They become ugly moths.
Yeah. It's making me really sad. Dreams that are never going to come true. Yeah. All right, so how do you eat these? And where do you even buy these here?
Well, these, like, I have to spend a lot of time on the internet finding where you can source, because you can't just eat bugs that you find on, like, the floor. So you have to find someone who, like, raises them or, like, picks them in the wild. And these are actually from a company called edible.com, who do a lot with insects that you can order through the internet. And these are, you just grab one with your fingers.
So I guess we're all going to grab one. Okay, who's going first? All right, go.
I'm gonna take this.
A little one.
No, I'm going for the big guy.
Did you just grab a head?
All right, so wait, let's all eat it together.
Oh my God,
these are crunchy. I mean, they have a bit of like a texture of a chip or something. Like they don't really smell like anything.
They kind of
like seaweedy.
Like burnt. I'm having
like a little
okay, so should we toast? Let's all eat. All right, so this is to life, l'chaim.
L'chaim.
That's my
happy Passover, everyone.
It tastes fishy. I can't. I need some water.
You're really dry though,
Can you give me some water?
I didn't know they was gonna make me eat that today. I should just be conditioned at this point to eat when the camera's on.
There we go. Are you guys having a Super Bowl party?
The gag reflex.
Can we put some buffalo sauce?
I need water. Can you give me water? I have water right there.
And they're good for you, right?
They're like, you're really into this. I think we have a new participant
they
for
have
your
a
show.
tremendous amount of protein in them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I got it down.
Yeah!
Look at what they look like. Show your tongue. Look what they look like.
I don't want to see that.
Hold on. That's gross with any food.
No, but it's like just knowing it's dry, it's crunchy, fishy.
It's salty.
It's, oh, God. All right, there you have it. Another great taste test here on What's Trending. My guests are Michael and Georgia from Why Would You Eat That? Why? The show's on YouTube original channel Tasted. Check it out at youtube.com/tasted. And follow them on Twitter @Tasted Channel for more of their crazy adventures.